Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to show you some of the top foods that people eat here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Not only Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, but some of the foods I'll show you are actually eaten throughout all of Malaysia. Let's go. So today we're at Ali's Food Corner and we're getting something called Nasi Kandar. And Nasi Kandar is basically a mix. You get rice by default, and I don't know where our plate is, just over there. And then you can add in some of these dishes here. But by default they add this, I'm not sure if this looks like a tandoori kind of chicken paste. But then you can mix and match between these various dishes and salad and things. So here is the Nasi Kandar, one of Malaysia's national dish, and we have some vegetables on the side, some potatoes. And what they do in Nasi Kandar is they basically mix all the kind of the soup of various curries, like fish curry, chicken curry, vegetable curry. They mix it all, and then we've also got some vegetables on the side here and a big piece of chicken, which is the main thing. Thank you. And then on the side they also give some papadums. Amazing. Alright, so I've just taken some of the papadum out. What I'd like to do is get the papadum and kind of dip it into the soup here. Kind of helps me get an idea of what the soup tastes like before I actually eat it with the rice. It tastes very South Indian. A lot of the curries here are actually made by South Indians, because majority of the Indians here are from South India. It's not really huge kind of touch on spice in their curries. And we've also got some coconut water to wash it down with. So let's try some of the bitter gourd, see what that tastes like. Fried bitter gourd. I feel like because they fried it and they put this batter on it, it's taken away that kind of really hardcore bitter taste. And then they've got some lady fingers chopped up here. So of course you're supposed to have this with the curry, but and some potatoes down here. These are almost like chips. So yeah, but they've like drenched in so much juicy sauces. But we're missing one thing. We haven't, well, we're not missing. We need to get started on the main dish. So this is the Nasi Kandar here. And what you do is you just get some of the chicken. Let's just take off some of the chicken here. And you get some of the sauce from the chicken, and there's some of that black sauce as well you put inside. And you get some of the other sauces. You get a bitter gourd, maybe get some lady fingers, put all that together and take a bite. So Nasi Kandar actually originated from an area called Penang, which is in northern Malaysia, but it was Indian Muslim traders that actually were the ones that came up with this. To be honest, it doesn't necessarily have to be like this here that we've got. It looks like a mess now, our plate. It can even be like other dishes mixed. It could be a fried chicken on here, it could be other vegetables. It doesn't have to be this set. It's just Nasi just means rice, and Kandar I think means like a mix of curries. So yeah, it could be a variety of things. Alright, so that Nasi Kandar was extremely delicious, very nice for breakfast, and it costed us 10 ringgits. And yeah, that meal was enough for 2 people. My fingers are really red because of all the paste that they use inside of the chicken. But yeah, definitely a really delicious meal, very, very filling. And like I said, you can get all sorts of toppings on top of it as well, because if you're the sort of person that likes the different flavors in your food, it's definitely worth it. Nasi Kandar, remember that. So a lot of people know Nasi Lemak, but Nasi Kandar is definitely one that you need to go for next time you're in Malaysia. We are now at the Khan Mongolian restaurant, where we're going to grab some dinner. I think they have a buffet for 50 ringgits, which is around less than £10, of seafood, all sorts of foods, Malay food here, Mongolian food as well. So we're going to go inside here and try it out. Alright, so how it works in this restaurant is you come inside and as you can see there's all the stuff here, and in the middle of the table you've got also these things here which I think you plug in and you can actually warm your food up. It's quite amazing. I've never been to a restaurant like this before. I am really excited to try this food. And I think here they have some raw foods, sushi type foods which you can take and cook on your table. So this is the Mongolian soup that we have here, and then I think you get the food and you just put it on top over here. So she just put some of that oil on top of this just so that we can cook our stuff. So let's go get a plate full of food. So I've got some meat over here, and what you do with this meat is you just grab it and you put it on top here, and as you can hear it's sizzling away. Alright, let's get some Mongolian soup into these bowls. This is supposed to be a very spicy soup, Mongolian soup. It's got all sorts inside. I'm not even sure what these things are. Alright, so this soup over here is truly amazing. It's very spicy, but at the same time it's got so much flavor inside, and it's very light as well. So it's very good to kind of use to wash down the rest of the food that you're gonna have. Get some lemon iced tea. Our grilled food should be done by now. So you don't just come in here and start munching your face off. You have to be very, very patient. You're waiting for your food to be grilled. You have some soup, you really take it easy, slow down kind of dining. I think we'll dip it down here in some of this sauce. Oh my goodness, that is some really, really good beef. And because of the way it's been grilled on there, it's fresh, it's just been taken off and not been sitting around. You can almost taste this kind of tenderness and freshness because of having it straight off the grill. So we're going for seconds, and we've got some more beef, lamb, and again I'm not sure what that is, sizzling on this hot plate with the Mongolian sauce around it. The good thing about this here, putting it on top of the grill, is that you can like keep coming back, keep going, keep coming back, and it kind of teaches you to discipline yourself when it's eating. Alright, so I'm going to try some of the stuff that I've never tried before. So I've tried this, I've not tried that, so I'm going to give this a try. Over here, probably try this. Let's give this a try here as well. So all I need to do is grab this here, put it inside the soup, and this one, I think you put that inside the soup. This one's plate here. Alright, so we just finished eating, and we were told by a guy who works here, he's actually from Bangladesh, and he was telling us that some of the people that come here, they stay sat on their tables for like 5 to 6 hours. Really take your time, because you already have to wait whilst the food's being grilled anyways. The seafood that I had before, that I got on my plate, it wasn't exactly to my liking. I'm not too fond of it. It's obviously foreign to my palate, but the food generally, the beef and you know, other things were absolutely amazing. 50 Malaysian ringgit is totally worth it. Yeah, you have to pay, like I showed you the soup before, you have to pay a little bit extra for that, which is 10 ringgits, but all in all you're paying about 11 pounds for a full Chinese, Malaysian, Mongolian halal buffet. It's totally worth it. Alright, so when you come here, there's actually people flattening out the banana leaves, and it's quite amazing actually. I'll turn it around and show you. So here we have Aram just straightening out these banana leaves. Look how huge they are. I think these are the ones that need to get done, and these are the ones getting done. Amazing. Check this out, Myanmar. Wow. And he cuts it up from here. These leaves are from Malaysia. Ah, amazing. So these are the products that need to get done. That's where it gets done, and then it gets placed down there, ready for people to eat on. So here's the kitchen area, and these are the side kind of sauces that they add on the banana leaf. And those are the extras over there. So how it works is, for 12 ringgits, which is around, let's see, about £2.50 about £2.20. You get these banana leaves here, massive banana leaves. And by default, as part of that 12 ringgits, you get all these extra sauces. So you have, this is dal?
Sabzi.
Sabzi, this is sabzi. Ah, okay. And this is? Oh, that's it, yeah. That's a lot. And then you have some, this is?
Sabzi.
Sabzi again. All is sabzi, all vegetables. So sabzi is basically vegetables. And here you have, what is this here?
Kesari.
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 Kesari and some chilies here as well. Quite amazing actually, quite eco-friendly to eat on these banana leaves. This is like my second time eating on a banana leaf. It's quite foreign, but it's a nice experience. You don't have to put these away, wash them or anything. There's no plastic or glass being used. And they just keep coming back. So I was saying for 12 ringgits, they keep filling your banana leaf with these. But then I showed you before, you can actually get some add-ons as well, like crabs and meat and things like that as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to some more. Oh, there's more coming. Crab meat, crab sauce.
Fish.
Fish. Ah, fish.
Chicken.
Chicken sauce. Ah, okay. And this?
This is fish.
Fish. Okay. So this is extra, or this is
extra.
Ah, extra. Do you want on that? Oh, no charge for this.
No charge.
Ah, okay. All right. So we've got some extra biryani rice as well. We've got some extra prawn curry, and here we have a crab. Some crab curry here. So it does look like a big meal, but actually the stuff that they've served it in separate kind of utensils, and so it looks like a lot. But yeah, let's see if we can get through this meal. Got some crab curry on top there, awesome. Right, so I've just started eating, and I'm starting very light with the actual rice and the curry sauce, which is like crab curry sauce and chicken curry sauce. So far so good, it's quite chilly. Alright, so I've been trying to open the crab and I made a huge mess. And I think I'm gonna have to go in with both hands. I'm gonna leave this to the end. But I have tasted some of the crab meat. The crab meat is extremely delicious, extremely strong, and not like other seafood that I've tried. Really nice and tasty. Alright, so I've just tried some of this prawn curry here, and it is really delicious. So I think with banana leaves, the health benefit of eating from a banana leaf is that there's certain toxins in the foods, and so I think the banana leaf actually absorbs it. Next is the biryani. Try some of the biryani. Let's see what the biryani is like. Bismillah. Absolutely splendid biryani. The taste with the curry, the zucchini curry, adding to the biryani really gives it a very kind of powerful taste to it, with the mellow taste of the biryani and the kind of not spicy taste of the zucchini, but more of a kind of flamboyant taste to the zucchini. So yeah, it really complements one another very well. Alright, so I've just come out of the restaurant, and that food was great. The crab meat was great, the vegetables were great, the prawns were great. I had to deshell them, and the chicken biryani was good also. All in all, it costed us around 87.80 ringgits, which is around maybe £15 for 2 people. So the more expensive things were the crabs and also the prawns and the biryani. But if I just got the banana leaf, it would have been 12 ringgits with unlimited kind of sauces and rice, etc. So that would have been around maybe £2.30. But yeah, good meal. This area that we're in right now called Bangsar is quite expensive, and so that's why they had premium prices. The owner told us himself. But yeah, that was a delicious meal. I'd give it maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. If it had a bit more spices and a bit more flavor, I think I would have given it like a 9 or a 10. But yeah, let's go to our next meal. Alright, so our next dish is called Roti Banjir Special. Roti Banjir Special is basically a kind of spiced up, more interesting version of Roti Canai, and it basically consists of the paratha itself. I'll show you now. So it consists of a paratha, and it's drenched in fish sauce, or that could be sambal, and some dal, some lentil curry, and a fried egg on top. You can get it without the fried egg, and you can almost certainly get it without it being drenched. You can get the paratha separate and then the actual curry separate, but it's always much better like this, because then the paratha, or the roti as they call it here, can actually be drenched in sauces, which makes it really soft and juicy. So this dish here is actually quite famous throughout Malaysia, and a lot of people have it for breakfast, but you will still see people having it for lunch, or maybe even dinner sometimes. They could have it as a side thing as well, so it's really interesting having something like this for breakfast. Alright, so that roti banjir special was amazing. The egg was slightly runny at the top. They don't exactly fry it on the other side as well, so it's extremely runny, and some of them don't actually even fry it as much. It's poached actually. So this was really nice. It was only 3 ringgits, so 50 pence or something, so maybe 60 pence, so extremely cheap, but definitely a great breakfast. Not too heavy, not too light either. Wash it down with some coconut water or a teh tarik, you're good to go. So yeah, that was really nice. I'm definitely gonna have it again, and I prefer that to the normal roti canai. Alright, so here we are at Empire Sushi in Kuala Lumpur, located in the Chowkit area. And it's actually my first time trying sushi, so I'm slightly nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. So I'll just show you what we've got here. We've got a spicy tuna sushi here. We've also got what's it called, unagi with cheese, and also we've got a spicy ebi roll, spicy ebi sushi here, and I think it's got shrimp inside and some kind of Japanese sauce. So which one do you think I should go for first? Let's see. Let's try the ebi roll first, and I think you have to kind of rip these sticks apart, because yeah, there we go. So I've only used chopsticks quite a few times, and there was one guy that actually showed me, so let's see if I can rip the entire thing. Don't laugh. Okay. No, I've got it wrong there. So I think you have to grab it like this. Okay, I think I've got it now. Bismillah. That is really different to what I had expected. You can really taste the shrimp. The sauce is spicy and sweet at the same time. I really love how the rice mixes with the shrimp, with the sauces, and it tastes incredibly refreshing and healthy as well in comparison to some of the other types of healthy foods I've had out there. That gets a 5 out of 5 for me. So that's the spicy ebi roll. Let's go on to the, I kind of want to carry on eating the spicy ebi roll. Let's go on to, again, I'm having difficulties with the chopsticks. This is the unagi, right? Okay, so as you can see here, spicy, no, it's not spicy, it's unagi with cheese. And as you can see around, they've got all the rice. Sushi essentially is made of rice. A large part of it is rice. So let's give this a bite and see what it's like. Look at that juicy sauce there. That is equally as good as the previous one. Unagi is basically a, can you see that? It's some type of seafood. So I'm gonna leave this to the side because I want to savor the flavor. And let's try our third one. Now I'm not sure what that is on top, some kind of spicy sauce perhaps, but as you can see, the exterior of this one is slightly different, looks slightly steamed, and it's a bit more mushy. So let's give this one a try. Kind of getting better at holding things with chopsticks now, so bismillah again. That is incredible. The tuna in this is probably one of the best tuna that I've had in my entire life. The spice and the tuna, it's amazing. I normally have grown up eating tuna from a can, and so having fresh tuna like this, because these guys get it fresh every day, and I've seen them making it as well, it's such a different experience. They all, I'm struggling here, but they all get 5 out of 5 for me. This is so spicy. I think tuna, when it's spicy, tastes much better. My favorite from all three is probably the spicy tuna, then the shrimp, which is a spicy ebi roll, and lastly the unagi. So yeah, first time trying sushi, nailed it, loving it. Definitely gonna try sushi again in the future. Hi, my name is Jubair Ahmed, and if you like my travel videos, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date with my journeys across the world.